We've got spinach. We've got already done pesto. I'm going to mix that together. I'm going to chop the spinach a little bit. And we've got some already made up Alfredo sauce and a little bit of chicken broth. We're going to kind of mix that up. And I like to just put the chicken broth in here so we can try to scrape out the jar. There's our sauce for that. So I've got our Alfredo sauce with move this out of the way. And you want the ravioli frozen so it's a little bit easier to work with. Okay, so we've got our Alfredo sauce ready. We've got some Italian style cheese. We've got our raviolis, and we've got our spinach and pesto. For that. And we're just going to kind of chop this up a little bit. Make it a little bit more manageable. Since we're not cooking it, and if you were cooking it down, you could cook it whole like that. Just make this a little bit more manageable. And this is a good vegetarian meal. The only thing that you would have to change is to make it completely vegetarian is instead of using chicken broth, use vegetable broth to thin that down. So you got a nice little vegetarian meal planned. Seems like a lot of spinach. Spinach is good for you. Sometimes I feel like it gets out of control here. Let's see if we can. Just cut my fingers off. You get it kind of cut down, it makes it a little bit more manageable than coming right out of the bag like that. Okay, that one's pretty good. So there's our spinach. To our spinach, we're going to add our pesto, our already made up pesto. And I don't know if you're familiar with the pesto. It's basically basil and garlic and oil all ground up together. It's wonderful. When you're using it like this right out of the jar, it makes a great appetizer. If you just put this out, have some nice Italian bread cut up into cubes. Ooh, that's good. Or if you just want to mix it with some hot pasta, you've got your, instead of having a really heavy sauce, it just mixes up real nice, smells wonderful. All right, so there is our spinach and pesto. Our Alfredo sauce and our cheese. Okay. And our dish. I am going to spray this. And we're going to take, let's see, about a half a cup of the sauce. Put that in the bottom. We're going to put half of our spinach mixture. Oh, I'm going to have to reach in that gloppy thing. So we've got a third of the sauce, half of the spinach, and then we're going to put in here half of the ravioli. Now let's see if I can do it because I'm not counting these. We'll just layer them on. And this is, you know, like I said, a little fast way to make lasagna. You don't have to boil the noodles. It's going to be good. A nice vegetarian meal if you're so inclined. I think this would make a wonderful side dish also, or a whole meal. I like these little round ones, they're cute. And these are cheese. Put a little bit more sauce on. The other half of our spinach. This, I think, would be wonderful, again, with the salad, with some fruit, with some nice crusty bread. Ooh, I'd call it dinner. You too. Okay. And again, I think this would be a really good recipe if you get it this far and then stick it in the freezer. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of our ravioli on here.
You have to get it all together, that way you freeze it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to.
If you want to, you might, you know, to kind of save a little time when you're using it again, to bake it partially. If you're baking it for 30 minutes, if it says in the recipe for table ready, you might want to bake it 20 minutes. Take it out, you know, cool it down, get it in your freezer, and then when you get ready to bake it for dinner, then you want to thaw it in the refrigerator. You got to remember to take it out the night before. Thaw it in the refrigerator, bring it to room temperature, and then stick it back in the oven to finish it off. That's not too bad. Okay. Then we're going to finish off our sauce. I had a paper. Okay. Put a little cheese on it. I think we bake it first. We're just going to go ahead and sprinkle it with cheese. Oh my goodness, this smells good. Okay, there's our cheese on it. Pop it in the oven. Let's see what we got here. Okay. And there it is. There is our spinach ravioli lasagna. Ooh, that looks good. One more and then we'll eat. Okay, because that looks too good.